Bro, our whole life purpose for the last 2 months have been this fight. Time away from family, like, do I really want to be here all the time? No, but this is what it requires if you want to be great.
A lot of champions training here. Great family, boxing family around the world.
From former world champions like Claudio Morero here to guys that are coming up, and developing. There's undefeated guys, former world champions, current, world contenders.
There's like rooms here, and everyone just stays in here. All different fighters. So it's a fight gym. It's not a boxing class gym. It's a fight gym.
Errol Spence Jr. and Tszyu are about to collide, and the boxing world is fired up. Spence brings calm veteran experience, Tszyu brings nonstop aggression and pressure. Both men are locked in, confident and hungry. Every single round is going to matter. This fight is going to be electric.
I want to fight somebody who's gonna get me up for the challenge. And they said, what about Tszyu?
Errol's been out 3 years. You've been in championship bouts. You've been in wars. You've been very active. Do you think Errol made a mistake by picking you in his comeback fight?
Yeah, it's definitely not recommended, to go straight into the firing line. It would have been better to start off slowly, but, on his caliber, he feels like he doesn't need tune-ups, which is fair enough. But yeah, it's going to be fireworks from the opening.
Spence is in the gym and he means business. The heavy bag work looks sharp, powerful, and on point. His footwork, balance, and combinations all look dialed in. This is not a man going through the motions, he is fully locked in. Spence is pushing himself hard every single day, and he wants to be at his absolute best when fight night comes. The media workout gave fans a real look at Spence, and he did not disappoint. His punches were clean, sharp, and on time. He moved with confidence and stayed completely focused, cameras or not. This was no performance. This was a serious fighter sending a serious message. Spence is ready, and he wants everyone to know it. Then came the press conference, and the tension was real. Tszyu stepped up with full confidence, saying his timing and pressure give him every edge. Spence fired back with quiet but firm belief, reminding everyone his big fight experience still makes him dangerous. Neither man blinked at the face-off. The debate is on. Does youth beat experience, or does experience win the day?
For it all, I'm coming for it all, and thank you again. Victory is mine.
Spence walked into that press conference and made one thing clear. He believes he has every advantage. He talked about his ring intelligence, his timing, and his ability to handle big moments. Tszyu pushed right back, pointing to his hunger and relentless pressure. The face-off got intense fast. Neither man backed down even slightly. Both fighters left standing firm, but Spence's message hit the hardest. He is coming to dominate.
I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to put on a great show. I can't wait for July 26th to be fighting in Australia, to be fighting in front of his fans. I look forward to disappointing.
Tszyu's fight camp in Miami is no joke. He is running hard, drilling sharp, and staying disciplined every single day. His stamina, timing, and movement are all being pushed to the limit. He has a brand new team, a brand new training plan, and a brand new mindset. Tszyu knows what is at stake, and he is leaving nothing in that gym.
They got sparring today, just all the kids sparring today, so it's pretty cool. Every Friday they have it on.
Oh yeah, this is the champion this one.
I used to have this when I grew up, when I was like 13, 14, 15, and to see the same stuff happening here, the sparring days, everyone from different gyms coming along, and it gets real cool, man. It's a cool buzz. First time we came to the gym, we just felt so welcomed, and I think that's what allowed me to stick here and feel comfortable.
Tszyu on the heavy bag is a sight to see. Every punch lands with power and purpose. He keeps his form tight, his pace steady, and his focus locked in the whole time. This is a man who is putting in serious work behind the scenes. And Mikey Garcia thinks the crowd could be a game changer. Fighting in Australia means Tszyu gets the home energy, loud crowd, home comfort, and all the pressure landing on Spence. Garcia believes that pressure could make this one of the toughest nights of Errol's career.
Since the Crawford fight, yeah. 3 years, maybe 2 years. That's a good fight for him to come back because Tszyu is also not at his prime anymore. He's been hurt, he's been knocked out. So that's actually a pretty good matchup for a return. It's also a good matchup for Tim. If he beats Errol Spence,
big name,
he gets another shot at being bigger. So that's a good matchup for both actually. But he's going to Australia, so that's a little iffy there.
No, plus when you travel that far, it takes a long time to adjust to the weather, the food, the time. Yeah,
it could be a little tricky, but matchup-wise.
The Porter Way podcast broke this fight down. Spence brings control and experience, Tszyu brings pressure and aggression. The panel went back and forth on styles, recent form, and who has the real edge. Some said Spence's IQ wins it. Others said Tszyu's non-stop attack is too much. Bottom line, this fight is close and anyone can win it.
Problem for Tszyu against Errol is going to be that jab. What does he do against that busy, constant jab
Errol
on Errol's side? Right? Yeah, Errol just keeping that jab in his face.
Yeah.
When Bomac prepared for Terrence, he said that's the number one thing we got to take away from him. He fights off his jab. He gets confidence off he builds off his jab. He dominates you off the jab. So take the jab away and we got the fight won.
Right.
Tszyu is not Terrence Crawford. So I don't know how he deals with that jab. Again, I think Errol's bigger than him. He's at his best busier than him. But Robert Garcia said today he thinks Errol won't have anything left by the time they do make that fight.
He's really like one of those master kung fu artists, but in boxing. You know what I mean? So he's a masterful boxer. You know?
Yeah.
And so those are the kind of things that we're looking at Tszyu that is.
Tszyu has touched down in the United States, and it is game time. From the moment he landed, the focus has been total. No distractions, no shortcuts, just training, discipline, and preparation. He knows the pressure is high and the stakes are massive. Tszyu is locked in and ready to make his move when fight night finally arrives.
To just get comfortable, be able to just be in the place where I'm going to be fighting.
And what have you been doing in terms of training? Are you ramping things up?
Yeah, no. Well, the thing is, we're so far away. Yeah, we're so close as well. So the main thing for me is just to be able to not burn out. And we're taking it day by day. I feel much stronger. My fitness, my gas tank is much better. And then the main thing is, I get excited and I just want to go hard, but you gotta be smart.
Keith Thurman is breaking this fight down. He looked at both styles, both fighters, and all the key factors: layoffs, weight management, and training changes. His take: both men need to be sharp and ready because small things at this level can decide everything. Staying active and adapting fast will be the difference maker in this one.
A lot of people see it as a 50-50. Both fighters been through a lot. Spence had just too big of a layoff. Nobody, that's the biggest question mark. When your layoff is long, no one's seen you. They don't know what version of you that they're going to get. And of course, they're going to analyze you off of your last performance. Your last performance was not that good. So what version of you are we going to see, but well rested, if you take care of your body, you recover, you get your mental game straight, athletes can make tremendous comebacks, tremendous turnarounds. So we just got to see, but Tszyu, he's been having some little tune-up fights. He's trying to work with new trainers and enhance his overall ability in the ring as a boxer. So it's going to be interesting, but, we know he's vulnerable. He's been dropped a lot. He's been hit and he's been, stopped. So both of them, have some battle scars, let's say, So for that reason, I think Tszyu has the advantage of activity, and then Spence has the advantage of pedigree, right? He's
Thurman gave a close look at who really has the edge here. He weighed up timing, fitness, recent activity, and fighting styles. He did not fully back either man, but he made it clear that small details will decide this fight. Whoever shows up sharper and executes better on the night will walk away with the win.
I feel like he's really done more, been in the ring with more world-class fighters, and had some victories against solid world-class fighters, where Tszyu has not been as victorious when the opposition really hits that A class, you know? So that's the way I break down the fight. I say Tszyu staying in motion benefits him, but the pedigree and being an Olympic boxer, just different overall things that favors Spence. But it's a solid 50-50 because they both just have some questions that need answers, and we'll get our answers.
Keith made a big point about weight, and it matters more than people think. Cutting too much can kill your speed, power, and gas tank by fight night, but manage it right and you feel stronger and faster. He also pointed out that a bigger fighter who rehydrates well can have a serious size advantage once that bell rings. Weight is not just a number, it can decide the whole fight.
Feel like that, you know, possibly favors a fighter?
Tszyu, because he already from a higher division, you know, when welterweights are adding more weight, you know, a lot of times they're just giving themselves an excuse to be slower, in my opinion, you know, because let's say the fight's at 158, right? And then they're gonna rehydrate, right? So he's going to be 168, 173 by the time he gets in the ring.
This fight means everything for both men. Spence wants to prove he is still elite. Tszyu wants to prove he belongs at the very top. The winner gets momentum, recognition, and a shot at bigger things. The loser faces hard questions. Fans can debate all day, but when that bell rings, only one man walks out on top. So who wins? Does Spence complete the comeback, or does Tszyu seize his biggest moment yet? Drop your pick in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more boxing coverage.